Alford for any questions he has.
Thank you, Chair, Ranking Member, and thank you, Mr. Ivey. Appreciate that. Thank you, Chairman Atkins, for being here today. This disastrous SEC climate disclosure rule propagated by former Chair Gensler would have required public companies to disclose climate-related information in registration statements and annual reports. The initial rule would have required companies to not only disclose their direct and indirect emissions from purchased energy, but also all indirect emissions occurring throughout an organization's value chain, also known as Scope 3 emissions. This reckless rule falls far outside the boundaries of the Commission's statutory authority. The SEC is a market regulator, as you know, not a climate regulator. So, Chair Atkins, the SEC has recently stated it's ending defense of the rule. If you are no longer defending this rule in court, would you consider fully repealing it? Why or why not?
Well, thank you, Congressman. Well, I think, everything is, under review in that respect. And the Eighth Circuit, where there is these various lawsuits have been consolidated, has posed some questions to us, with respect to what our plans are. So we will be coming out. I'm actively talking to the staff and to my colleagues about, the way forward. And one thing I do want to hasten to add is that, the climate rule that was promulgated by the SEC last year is just one thing that affects American companies. You should just do not lose sight of the fact that in Europe, there is the Corporate Sustainability Due Diligence Directive and other aspects that will affect, it has extraterritorial effect that will affect American companies, and that's hotly under debate in Europe right now, and I'm concerned about that as well. So please keep that on your radar. But just yesterday, I think Friedrich Merz in Germany came out with, some statements about the dangers of that CSDDD.
But in general, do you support the SEC climate disclosure rule?
No, I've been, before I got there, I've been publicly critical of it.
Yeah.
I share your concern about everything that you and Congresswoman Henson were talking about.
The House Financial Services Committee's portion of the One Big Beautiful Bill contains a provision that would transfer the Public Company Accounting Oversight Board's authority directly to the SEC. This follows the Biden administration's blatant politicalization of the PCAOB by voting along partisan lines to remove former Chair Dunkey and filling all 5 board seats with hand-picked Democrat cronies. How would moving the PCAOB directly into the SEC make them more accountable to us in Congress and prevent future politicization of the board's authority?
Well, thank you, Congressman. Obviously, that is up to you all in Congress to decide what to do with the Public Company Accounting Oversight Board. It's a creature of Dodd-Frank, and so I, will obviously accommodate whatever you all decide. As I mentioned earlier, I think, we are fully capable of taking on those duties that the PCAOB does, and obviously we would need resources to do that. But we'll be looking obviously at all of this as time goes on this year.
Consolidated audit trail or CAS requirements for brokers to submit investors' personally identifiable information is pretty concerning. We all know our federal financial regulators' abysmal record of protecting American sensitive information. Last year, a rogue CFPB employee made an unauthorized transfer of sensitive records. Will you commit to reviewing whether continued investment in the CAT is justified given what's been going on?
Absolutely. I share your concern on those various points, and so we will review where we stand with consolidated audit trail, its costs, and vulnerabilities.
Well, thank you, Chair, for being here, and I yield back.
Thank you, sir. And with that, we're out of time. Just kidding, Mr. Ivey. Calm down. Chair now recognizes the gentleman from Maryland.